I'm here with.
Chris Black. I'm an ActionScript developer from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Okay, and you are doing a talk today on something that I never even heard of out of my ignorance until you suggested it, which is on the Playbook, right?
Yep, it's the BlackBerry Playbook. It's the device that BlackBerry is releasing as a competitor to the iPad. So it's a slightly smaller form factor tablet machine that is going to be a really cool device, and it's coming out on April 19th.
Oh, okay. I never heard of it because it's not even out yet. So do you actually have a device that you've been able to work with and play with already?
I have been able to play with the device, but I don't have one here with me today. They're keeping them under pretty close wraps until the launch date. So I do have the emulator and the virtual machine on my laptop, so I'm going to go through how developers would build applications even if they don't have a device in hand.
Okay, so what are some of the specific tools and languages that you would use if you want to develop for the Playbook?
If you want to build apps for the Playbook, you can either use WebWorks with HTML5, or you can use Adobe Air and export to the Playbook, Android, and to iOS. So I'm going to be talking about the Playbook in general, and then more from the ActionScript side on how to build applications that you can deploy out to multiple devices.
Okay, so since the iPad's already out there and they're really well, at least I would think they're the only player, at least right now, how do you see the Playbook panning out for the future when they release and people start using it? Do you think they're going to get a real big penetration into the market, or are they going to be? Is the iPad going to be too much for them to get over?
I think that the iPad definitely has the largest market share right now, and they're kind of the only provider. But when the Playbook hits, I've been really happy with the device. It's got great multitasking. Really feels like they built the OS from the ground up, completely new operating system for the tablet. Okay. And they have different swipe gestures that you can swipe in from the sides of the devices, and it feels really fluid. And so I really do feel like the Playbook is going to be a strong competitor to the iPad. And I enjoyed it more than the Zoom. I've used the Motorola Zoom as well, and I've used the iPad, and the Playbook just felt a lot more like a tablet versus the other two felt a little bit more like just either a big iPod Touch or a big Android. All three of them are great devices, and they all kind of have their pros and cons, but I do see the BlackBerry as being a really strong competitor.
In terms of price point, have they released yet what they're going to be pricing that as compared to like the iPad?
Yep, all of the pricing has been released. I don't know off the top of my head what the cost is going to be, but I believe it's slightly less than the iPad 2. Okay. So they're going to make it a competitive price point.
Okay, cool. All right, thanks, Chris.
Yeah, thank you.